Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of this speed build. So we are just finishing off the rooftop pool here, and we are sticking a barbecue in because how amazing would it be to have a barbecue up here and have the views of beautiful Sulani while eating some barbecue food. I really wanted to use a cool out there tile, and I absolutely love this blue tiling. I think it's so pretty and it really sets the building off. I tried to go very toddler friendly in this build, and I absolutely love these little pineapple puffin little toddler pools here, and I had to use them somewhere, and I thought the rooftop was a really good place to utilise them. So just moving the pool around at the minute, it was quite difficult fitting everything that I wanted to in up here. But I think we got there in the end. There's quite a few lounge areas, there's a lot of kids stuff to do. I decided to put these drains in. I thought it just made it look that much more realistic, and I do think it gives a little nice touch to the pool. I absolutely love these parasols because at the end of the day, when you go to a resort like this, you try and get the bed with the parasol, or I do anyway, because I burn like nobody's business. But yeah, I definitely had to throw some parasols in here. Just taking away a little bit of this embellishment here because I feel like it was just a little bit too much for this small pool. It was a little bit out there. I love these lanterns. I think they just make this rooftop pool look that much extra special. I really struggled to find a light for here. I don't think we even leave it to this. I can't remember what we used in the end, but I'm pretty sure we swap it out. But I absolutely love that little flower light just there near the kiddie pools. But yeah, I can't remember what we used here. I think we just stuck with that. I think we might have just stuck with that New Island Living light. But yeah, I did struggle for a light there. started off with that marble gold wallpaper just there, and I'm glad I changed it in the end because it was just a little bit too much, wasn't it? So we're just finishing up the furnishing on this beach house here, which is the nicest room in the building, and I absolutely love these fan lights. I think they're so pretty, and I decided to go for these green and brown lamps here. They just, I don't know why, they just reminded me of like pineapples. Like, I don't know why, but I just thought I'm gonna go for them. They're very pineapple-y and summery, so we decided to stick with those. Started off very dark in the wood here. I've lightened it up now because it was just all a little bit too much, wasn't it? I mean, that bath has just got an absolutely amazing view, hasn't it? And I don't know why I struggled with curtains here, because the clear option was to use the island living curtains, which we do in the end. But I don't know why I didn't go for them immediately. They are really nice. These curtains were so annoying to place, but I think they look really nice in the end. I didn't want to place all of them straight over the window because I did still want you to be able to look out at that gorgeous view. So we had to do it in the bay window area because otherwise it just would have cut through the wall. But we did go for in the centre where we could. Just setting off the outside now, we use these gorgeous sliding doors again, and we do put, do we put a barbecue out here? I don't think we put barbecue, but I think we put a bar table. Is that what it's called? Just a bar? We put a bar out here, which, I mean, who wouldn't want a lovely drink out here on the veranda? another one of those necessary parasols there, which is just going to be so nice for your Sims to have the choice of shade. I absolutely love those whale, what they call lilos of inflatables, I think they're called in America. But I absolutely love those, I think they're a really nice addition. Just putting a few knickknacks here and there. I think these blankets are really nice for those colder nights. You could just wrap up with a blanket. We also put a few magazines out for those people just wanting to chill and read a magazine on the sunbeds. And just putting a few little books and odd knickknacks around. I really wanted to use an out there tile, but in the end I just thought it was a bit too much because it was a more sort of modern build, but I would absolutely love to use that out there tile on another build. I'm quite inspired just by the tile alone to make a little cabana, and I think that would look really nice set off by that tile. I started off using these cube chairs, but they were just far too square for this round area here. So we used these sort of round seats here, which I think just set off that curve just a little bit better than those cube seats did. And we're also using this round fish coffee table. I think there's fish inside of it. But yeah, I think that's really nice that we're in the open sea and you just have these fish in your coffee table. So we're just placing some of these see-through floor pieces here so that we can see through to the seabed. They were not placing on the curves, they were just sort of glitching out. So we have to do it so that they're just on the square areas. Putting some more sun loungers around because you can never have too many sun loungers at a resort like this. And I absolutely love these private sunbed areas looking out onto the ocean. I mean, that would just be the prime position, wouldn't it? I really liked that the jacuzzi was just slotting in to that little area there. It's a shame that we couldn't just have it sitting down like that, but I don't think it would have been usable, so I end up putting it on the foundation just here. We put two, one at either side, so there's plenty of jacuzzis around for your Sims to choose from. Just building a dock here now where we can have some diving gear, and also I think I changed out at the moment that ladder there is not a docking one, but we changed that out for a docking one in just a moment, so that you can actually dock here as well. And we also have the aqua jets, the aqua skis are they called in this one, I can't remember, but yeah, we have those there as well. Going into the restaurant now, we're just building up the kitchen here. I do really like this restaurant. It's very green, it is also very dark wood, much like the rest of the build. I really struggled choosing a door, I don't know why. In the end, I can't remember which one we go for, but it's very glass. I think it's that one there. I think we change it out again before we stick with it. But yeah, we do stick with this one in the end. Just putting some toilets in as well here in the other side and opening up, that's going to become our reception area. And we also have this little balcony off to the side here, which is going to become just a little toddler play area. And we do put a lot of this branding around the hotel because that is quite common, isn't it? You do have this branding all over the place. So I really like this sign actually, and we offset it with this blue backlight, and I just think it looks really nice all lit up at night. I thought about opening up the restaurant like this, but in the end we do put the wall back in and close it off just a little bit. And I raised this up as well quite high. The idea behind it was so that when you're sat out on that balcony where the glass roof is, that you will actually be able to see underneath. But in the end I do change it back because it just looks a little bit pirate ship, which in a way is kind of cool and I kind of like it, but also I think that it just was a little bit too high, so we do bring it back down just a little bit right at the end of the build. I also didn't like how when it was so raised up there's a lot of stilts underneath. If there wasn't quite so many stilts I probably would have just left it the way it was, but there was just too many sort of pillars there and they were blocking the view anyway. We're just making some little green areas where there's some plants and things in front of the sign just here. It just brings that little bit of colour back into the build. I absolutely love those new red bushes that we've got. I think like those red pink bushes are just gorgeous, especially against this orange. Really liked that. So just kitting out this kitchen here, I do, right at the end when I'm player testing it, take out that fridge because the Sims are just in here every 2 seconds grabbing stuff from the fridge instead of actually using the restaurant. So we do take that fridge out soon. And I do also change this from a restaurant into a cafe right at the end because it was making it so that every seat and table was one that was part of the restaurant, so you couldn't in the end actually sit at any of the tables because you had to request the table. So if you wanted to have a barbecue and you didn't actually want to use the restaurant, you would have to use the restaurant for that table, if that makes sense. So which it shouldn't make sense and it doesn't make sense. So in the end we do change it to a cafe and we take out the restaurant stuff and we put in a little cafe bar there instead and a little buffet table, which in a way is kind of nice because then the buffet can be for like breakfast or it can be for dinner or it can be for whatever occasion you want it to be. So just adding in a little staff toilet here, which I think was really cute. Everything, I think, I did player test it, I think everything is usable in here, which it is an absolute squeeze. So I was really surprised by it. Just putting some hygiene and health signs around, and I really struggled. I was trying to find the fire sign. I couldn't find it in the end. I manually searched for it and found it, but I was just couldn't find the sign that I wanted whatsoever. But we found a lot of other stuff in the process, so it was a bonus. So I have actually spotted the fire sign, which I'm looking for. I've just gone straight past it now. I do manually search for it and find it in the end, but I can't believe that I missed it. I was literally searching so hard for that fire sign and it was just there within my grasp. There we go, we've got the fire sign now, the one which I've been searching so hard for. Found everything but the blooming fire sign. So we've just opened up all of that little balcony area just there, made it so that you can walk just straight through, which I think was really a good decision for the flow of the place, because otherwise you would have either had to swim across or you would have had to go into the building and all the way around. So yeah, I think opening it up was pretty much essential really in the end. I just absolutely love using the wood from the Island Living pack because it just looks so real and so beautiful, and the colour shades as well are just so nice. So we are making everything white at the moment, but we do change some of this white because it just became a little bit too stark. So we are going to change up some of this white in a little bit and make it a bit warmer with some wood tones. But yeah, I am using a lot of this blue tile. I absolutely love this blue tile. It just gives me absolute holiday vibes and I love it. So just popping a little toilet in here, which is for use of the restaurant, and it does work, I think. I player tested it at the end and it does work. If it doesn't, I do change it so that it will work. But because it's on this round balcony, we do have to pop in a little bit of greenery just on the top of it here and close it off. There I go again with the loud tile. I just really wanted to use it. We do change it in the end because it contrasts quite a lot with the wallpaper there that I wanted to use. I love this green sort of leaved wallpaper. So we do change it, but I did really want to use it so badly. And we're just adding that little bit of green in there. We do add a little bit more, yeah, we add this little bit of shrubbery as well, just to hide it off, which it looks a bit weird at the moment, but once we go and decorate that side of the building, it will fit in just a little bit more. So just putting these sunbeds in here on this curve, I wasn't quite sure what to put there, but I feel like these sunbeds are a really good addition. The view from them would be absolutely stunning. So I think it was a good choice to put some sunbeds there. These are the sunbeds that some person is going to be out there at 5 o'clock in the morning putting their towels down on them. Just setting up for the reception area just here, and we go with a little bit of a curve in the end, which I think looks really nice, and we put some flowers on there and it just offsets the reception really nicely. So here we go with our curve, and just off to the side there where I've just popped in the door, we are going to be having a little office with a computer in it, probably where all of the Sims are going to start trying to congregate, but we do have some computers elsewhere as well, which will work nicely. And we put a little shower just in here as well for those Sims that are sort of checked out, I suppose, if you like. They've checked out and they just need a little area to freshen up. And I finally get to use just a little bit of loud tile. So I had to use it somewhere, it was going to happen, and I managed to use it in this little bathroom area just here. I wanted to make the office look a little bit untouched, like the rest of the hotel has been modernised, but this office here has fallen down by the wayside and has not had the same love as the rest of the hotel. But it's still a gorgeous office, and we tried to squeeze a lot of stuff into this small space. But yeah, I'm really liking how it looks just sort of a little bit run down compared to the rest of the hotel. So here we go with our little round planter just here, which I think looks really nice, and I love these pink flowers that you get from, oh, where are they from? Are they from City Living? I can't remember, but I think they look really nice, sort of layered with this dark green round planter pot, and I think it just looks really good in this reception area here. So just putting plenty of seating around in the hotel sort of lobby area. You always have plenty of seating in these areas for people waiting for their minibuses to take them home, or just waiting around for their tour buses or whatever it is. There's always loads of seating, so we are going for that in this area. So putting a few of these little bottles around as well, as if they are for sale. They're in the hotel rooms, so I kind of figured that it'd be kind of cool if we sort of imagine that they are for sale after you leave. And we also have a little guest book here. Just also putting a few of the drinks around so that when you come, you can be welcomed with a lovely glass of fizz. Oh, and this glitch kept happening as well towards the end. It was happening more, where the floor opens up to the ocean. I think it must just be a flooring glitch with Island Living. In the end, I have to change the flooring. It's not a problem anymore then, but it does happen, and I can't really do much about it. Yeah, it's doing it again there now, look. And when I do this, it gets rid of it, but then a little bit later on it keeps doing it everywhere, and it's so annoying, and I can't do anything about it. So we have to change the floor for something else. We do it a few times, and in the end I think it will settle down and stop doing that. Has anyone else had this problem? I don't know, but it just does seem to be a really weird glitch that's happening. So we are just coming to the end of this part here. In the next one, we finish off all of the furnishing, all of the decoration, and complete this resort. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this, and I shall see you all in the final part. Thanks for watching. Bye!